Hey everyone, welcome back to the Hello English podcast for beginners. I'm Helen, and I'm so happy you're here today. If you enjoy our episodes and find them helpful, please remember to like this video and subscribe. It really supports our work and helps other learners discover us. So, John, something funny happened yesterday.
Oh, I'm already intrigued. What happened this time? Did your dog eat your homework again?
No, this time I voluntarily caused the chaos myself. I went to the drugstore, and for some reason, the simple trip turned into a full adventure.
Classic Helen. But good, because drugstores are great for English learners. Lots of vocabulary, lots of real-life situations. So, what exactly happened?
All right, it started like this. I was walking home from work, and on my way, I decided to stop by the drugstore.
Good phrase already. Let me jump in. To stop by, to visit a place quickly without planning a long trip. Like, I stopped by the bakery on my way home. Can you stop by my office later? Okay, continue.
I stopped by because I needed a few toiletries.
Another great word, toiletries. Bathroom and personal care items like toothpaste, shampoo, deodorant, cotton pads, soap.
Exactly. I realized I was almost out of toothpaste and shampoo, and I thought, okay, Helen, adult life is calling. Let's refill your supplies. So I walk into the drugstore, a big chain pharmacy. You know the kind.
Let's explain that too. Chain store or chain pharmacy is a store with many locations that all look similar, like Walgreens, CVS, even chain grocery stores.
Right. And this place had everything: snacks, cleaning supplies, greeting cards, magazines. Honestly, it's almost a mini supermarket.
American drugstores are basically everything stores. You go for toothpaste, leave with a new humidifier.
So true. Anyway, I needed my prescription refill, so I went to the pharmacy counter.
Let's support our listeners with definitions. Prescription is medicine that a doctor authorizes. Refill is more of the same medicine without another doctor visit.
Yes, so I walked up to the pharmacy counter, or at least tried to, because there was a little sign on the floor that said, "Please wait here. Respect patient privacy."
That's a classic. Let's break it down. Respect patient privacy means don't stand too close, don't overhear personal medical information. Because in the US, privacy rules around medicine are super strict.
So I waited behind the line. Behind me, someone sniffled loudly, probably allergies, which reminded me that I also needed something for my allergies. Because, yes, I have hay fever.
Let's define that. Hay fever is seasonal allergies caused by plants, flowers, pollen. Symptoms are sneezing, watery eyes, runny nose.
Exactly. In the morning, I sneeze like a cartoon character. Yesterday, I told the pharmacist, "I'm sneezing up a storm every morning."
Nice idiom. To sneeze up a storm means to sneeze a lot, very intensely. It's a metaphor, like a storm of sneezes.
So finally, it's my turn, and here's the conversation I had. Employee: "Hi, are you picking up a prescription?" Me: "Yes, I'm here for a refill." Employee: "Can I see your insurance card?" Me: Sure, here you go. Employee. Okay, your copay today is $6. Me. Oh, that's not bad. Employee. And would you like anything else while you're here? Me. Well, while I'm at it, I need something for my allergies. Do you have a non-drowsy option? Employee. Yes, aisle 3 on your left.
Perfect. And let's define every important expression. Copay is the small amount you pay when picking up a prescription. Insurance covers the rest. While I'm at it means since I'm already doing something, I might as well do another thing. Non-drowsy means won't make you sleepy.
So I go to aisle 3, grab allergy pills, and of course, I also pick up some antacids and Band-Aids because why not?
Let's define those. Antacids are medicine for heartburn or stomach acid. Band-Aids are small adhesive bandages for cuts.
Exactly. And then, John, you'll love this. I walked around for another 5 minutes and ended up buying a birthday greeting card for my friend.
Ah, yes. Greeting cards. Greeting cards are decorative cards you give for a birthday, holiday, anniversary.
You know, drugstores in the US really are something else. They're so big, so organized, and so full of temptations.
And so full of vocabulary. Let's review what we've already mentioned. Drugstore, pharmacy, chain store, prescription, refill, pharmacist, consultation, copay, anti-goal, toiletries, hay fever, to sneeze up a storm, while I'm at it, to stop by, to be on my way home. And we're just getting started.
Yes, and each of these expressions is very natural in everyday American English. So, after picking up everything, I went back to the pharmacy counter. The clerk rang up my purchase. That means she scanned everything into the register and handed me my receipt.
Let's explain. To ring up means to process the payment, scan items, and finalize the sale.
Right. And guess what? The moment I stepped outside, I realized I forgot the main thing I came for.
No way. What was it?
Shampoo.
Helen?
I know. So I marched right back in and did round 2.
We've all been there.
All right, listeners. Before we move on, let's practice 10 key phrases from today's story. I'll say them.
Drugstore. To stop by. Toiletries. Chain pharmacy. Prescription refill. Copay. While I'm at it. Antacids. Greeting card. To ring up the sale.
Great.
Perfect job.
And again, if you're enjoying this episode, please like and subscribe. It supports the show so much. So, John, after I grabbed the shampoo I had forgotten earlier, which still annoys me, by the way, I wandered into the part of the drugstore where they keep all the over-the-counter stuff. You know, the shelves with cold medicine, allergy pills, cough syrups, all that.
Oh, the magic shelves. The place where you intended to spend 30 seconds and somehow lose 15 minutes of your life.
Exactly. I think it's because everything is so nicely arranged and every bottle promises to solve a problem you didn't even know you had. I saw a box that said, immune support with elderberry, and for a moment I almost convinced myself that I needed elderberries in my life.
Drugstores are experts in that. By the way, you mentioned over-the-counter a second ago. I remember when I first came to the US, that phrase confused me. It sounds like you're literally climbing over a counter. But it's just medicine you can buy without a doctor.
Right, like pain relief or something for a cold. And actually, while I stood there checking 2 allergy medications, an employee approached me, very polite, very cheerful, and asked, "Is there anything I can help you find today?" And honestly, I appreciate that, because sometimes these stores are so big that I feel like I'm in a maze.
Yeah, that's a very typical question in American stores. It's not pushy, it's not aggressive, just a gentle, "I'm here if you need help." And learners should know this because the first instinct for many people is to say, "No, thank you," even if they're totally lost.
Which was exactly my situation. But I didn't want to look confused, so I just held up the 2 allergy medicines and asked, "Which one won't make me sleepy?"
Ah, the famous non-drowsy label.
Exactly. It just means the medicine won't put you to sleep. I learned that the hard way years ago, when I took the wrong kind and then nearly fell asleep in a meeting.
I think that's happened to everyone. The regular stuff is great at night, but during the day, unless you want to nap through your plans, you have to avoid anything that says may cause drowsiness.
Right. So the employee pointed me to the non-drowsy one, and then, because it's me, I got distracted by the cough drop section. All those little colorful bags, honey lemon, cherry, menthol, and none of them were on my list.
But you still took one, didn't you?
Maybe.
Helen?
Okay, fine. Yes. But in my defense, the packaging said soothing, and I feel like everyone deserves a little soothing sometimes.
I can't argue with that. And cough drops are good vocabulary anyway. They're like tiny, medicated candies that help when your throat feels scratchy. We all need them eventually.
Exactly. And right next to that shelf were vitamins. John, I swear drugstores have the biggest vitamin sections I've ever seen. They look like a rainbow of tiny promises.
They really do. And the words on the labels, gummies, chewables, soft gels, can sound complicated to learners.
Yes, but once you know them, they're simple. Gummies are like little candies. Chewables, you chew them, obviously. Soft gels are those smooth oval pills. But the funny part is, I didn't buy vitamins. I just stared at them and moved on, because I remembered I had come for something specific. At least, that's what I thought.
Oh no. What did you forget this time?
We'll get there. But first, I walked back to the pharmacy area to pick up my refill. There was an older man in front of me talking to the pharmacist. I wasn't trying to listen, but he spoke loudly enough that I caught a little bit. He said something like, "I think I have 2 refills left." And the pharmacist checked the computer, nodded, and said, "Yes, you do."
That's a great real-life phrase. "I have refills left," meaning the doctor already authorized additional medication, so you don't need another appointment.
Exactly. And when it was finally my turn, the pharmacist asked for my insurance card. Again, they always do.
Yes, that's another moment where learners might freeze. The phrase insurance card can mean health insurance, pharmacy benefits, sometimes even a separate card. But in pharmacies, it's usually the medical one.
Right. And after she scanned everything, she told me the copay, which was low, thankfully. And then she asked if I wanted a flu shot. I wasn't planning on it, but I thought, why not? I was already there.
Here we go. This is where the fun begins.
Yes! She passed me a little form, the typical one where you write your name, birth date, allergies, and if you're feeling sick today. So I sat down in the waiting area. The chairs were, well, let's call them functional.
Meaning uncomfortable?
Completely. But I filled out the form and handed it back, and the pharmacist said, "Please take a seat. We'll call your name shortly." That shortly turned into 10 minutes.
maybe 12. But eventually, she called my name, I got my flu shot, and survived.
Brave woman.
Very. And after all of this, the refills, the allergy medicine, the cough drops, the almost purchase of elderberry vitamins, I walked towards the exit and suddenly stopped in the middle of the store.
No, don't tell me.
Yes, I forgot the toothpaste.
Helen!
I know, the one thing that started this entire journey. So I turned around, marched back to the dental aisle, grabbed 2 tubes this time because I knew I'd forget again, and finally checked out.
So your quick stop turned into an epic expedition.
Pretty much. And honestly, that's why I think drugstores are such a perfect topic for beginners. There are so many everyday expressions you hear there, expressions that don't sound like textbook English.
Absolutely. And the good thing is, once you understand them, you can use them confidently anywhere. Supermarkets, doctor's offices, airport shops. They're universal in American life.
Exactly. And speaking of expressions, before we move on, I want to repeat a few of them slowly because they're so common and so useful. Listeners can follow along and repeat after me. Are you looking for something? Do you have insurance with you? This one won't make you sleepy. We'll call your name soon.
I'm here for a refill. And here's how these same lines sound when real people say them. Can I help you find something? Insurance card, please? This version won't make you drowsy. We'll call you in just a moment. I'm picking up a refill.
So, John, once I finally bought the toothpaste, after forgetting it twice, I stood outside the drugstore with this ridiculous number of things in my bag. And I had this moment where I thought, why do drugstores always do this to me? You go in for one tiny thing, and you walk out feeling like you just stocked an entire household.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. It's like there's something hypnotic about those aisles. You go in innocent and come out holding vitamins, lip balm you didn't need, and a bag of chips that you swear just fell in.
Exactly. The funny thing is, we all think we're the only ones doing this. But everyone, absolutely everyone, gets distracted in a drugstore. Maybe it's the bright lights. Maybe it's the shelves. Maybe it's the way everything looks neatly packaged and promising.
Or maybe it's just life. You're tired, you're thinking about something else, your brain is full, and then suddenly you're staring at a box that says, extra strength nighttime cold relief, cherry flavor.
Right. And the labels, my goodness, they're always so dramatic. Extra strength, maximum relief, ultra soothing. Half the time, I don't even know what the difference is.
Nobody knows. I'm convinced it's all the same medicine in slightly different boxes.
You're probably right. And what I think makes drugstores especially overwhelming is the mix. Medicine, makeup, snacks, paper towels, vitamins, baby wipes, cleaning products, birthday cards. It's like 5 stores in one.
Yeah, and for learners, that mix can be confusing because the vocabulary jumps from one category to another so fast. One minute you're talking about refills and insurance. The next minute you're reading moisturizing lotion with coconut oil.
Absolutely. And that's why when I tell stories like this, I try to break down the natural phrases that pop up. Like earlier I mentioned the employee saying, "Is there anything I can help you find?" That's such a common phrase, but learners often don't know it because it doesn't appear in textbooks.
Exactly. And things like, take a seat, or we'll call your name shortly. Those are phrases you hear constantly in pharmacies, hospitals, banks, immigration offices.
Yes, anywhere with waiting rooms, basically. And shortly is funny because it sounds like just a minute, but in reality, it can mean 5, 10, 15 minutes.
Or longer. But the tone is polite. Americans love polite phrases, even if they're vague.
Right. And another word I used earlier that I want to revisit is drowsy. I think it's one of those words you don't learn in the first year of English classes, but it's incredibly useful. It just means sleepy, but with a more heavy feeling.
Yeah, like that tiredness you feel after taking cold medicine or antihistamines.
Exactly. Actually, that reminds me of something. When I was in the allergy section comparing two boxes, I overheard someone telling their partner, "Get the non-drowsy one. The last one made me pass out on the couch." And I thought, yep, that sounds right.
Perfect real-life context.
And something else drugstores do that I think is genius, they always put little seasonal items near the entrance. So in winter, you see tissues, cough drops, hand creams. In summer, it's sunscreen, aloe gel, mosquito spray. It's like they're saying, we know what season it is, and we know what problems you're about to have.
Seasonal marketing at its finest. And for learners, the names of these products can actually teach a lot of vocabulary.
Yes, sunscreen, bug repellent, SPF, hydrating lotion, after sun gel. And for winter, decongestant, throat lozenges, vapor rub, saline spray.
And the nice thing is, once you understand those words, you don't panic when you get sick abroad. You just walk to the drugstore and you know exactly what to ask for.
Exactly. And that's why I think stories like mine, even though they seem silly, are so useful. They show English as it really happens. Messy, funny, full of unexpected phrases. Like earlier I said I marched back in when I forgot my toothpaste. Not walked, not returned, marched, because I felt like a soldier determined to get that toothpaste.
And that choice of word paints a picture. Learners understand tone through vocabulary.
Yes. And another expression I used earlier, I wandered into the aisle. That's such a soft, natural way to say you walked without a specific direction. That's not something textbooks teach. But drugstores make you wander.
Oh, yes, you think you're walking straight, but somehow you always end up in the chocolate section.
Every time.
Helen, I want to ask you something. After all this chaos, did you at least get everything you needed?
Well, if we don't count the shampoo I forgot the first time, and the toothpaste I forgot the second time, and the allergy medicine I didn't intend to buy, and the cough drops I bought only because the packaging was cute, then yes, I succeeded.
That's what I call a drugstore victory.
Thank you. I worked hard for it.
And that's basically the full drugstore experience. You come in for one thing and leave with half the store, and yet somehow it feels productive.
Exactly. And for our listeners, I really encourage you to pay attention to the everyday phrases we use today. Not because you need to memorize them right now, but because you'll hear them in real life.
Yeah, you'll hear them the moment you step into a pharmacy in the US. And the more comfortable you are with them, the more confident you'll feel.
And actually, John, before we end, I want our listeners to repeat a few expressions with me, not in a list, just naturally. I'll say a short phrase slowly. Listeners, you can say it after me. Is there anything I can help you find? This one won't make you sleepy. We'll call your name soon. I forgot the one thing I came for.
Here's how they sound in everyday speech. Can I help you look for something? This version won't make you drowsy at all. We'll call you in a moment. I totally forgot the main thing I needed.
Perfect. And with that, I think our drugstore adventure is complete.
Finally. I feel like I just walked through the entire pharmacy with you.
Trust me, that's how it felt in real life. But I'm glad we could turn it into something helpful and hopefully entertaining for our listeners.
Absolutely. And if you enjoyed this episode, you know what to do.
Please like, subscribe, and share the podcast with someone who's learning English. It helps the channel so much.
Thanks for spending this time with us.
Take care, everyone. See you in the next episode.